Hello, and I want to welcome you to part 2 of piecewise functions graphing. Okay, so for this next problem, we have f of x is equal to x plus 2 when x is less than 1, and the quantity x minus 1 squared if x is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so first what we want to do is to graph each function when f of x is 1. So f at 1 for the first half of the piecewise function will be the first half of x plus 2, and so we'll just replace the x with 1, so we'll have 1 plus 2 is 3. This will make the point 1 comma 3, and since this is the first half, it will not be included because it has just the regular less than. So it will be denoted as an open circle. Okay, and then if we do the next half of f of 1, we're going to have a quantity 1 minus 1 squared. And keep in mind this is for the second half. So when we do that, we have 1 minus 1 is 0. Then we have to square it, and we get just 0. So we get the point 1 comma 0. And this will be included because it has the equal to part in the inequality. So this is included and denoted by a closed circle. So we have our first steps down for graphing. I like to go ahead and find a point in each part of the problem and graph. So our first point is 1 comma 3. So 1, 3 is right here, and it is denoted by an open circle. And then our next part is 1 comma 0, which is included with a colored in circle. So that's right here. So I believe, as you'll see, there's going to be a break in between the two parts of the piecewise function. So for our first part of x plus 2 when x is less than 1, why don't we say when x is 0? So we'll put an x in for the first part. So n for x is a 0 plus 2. So we get just 2. And so that's going to make the point 0 comma 2. And that is right here on the 4-quadrant plane. And since we have 2 points, we can connect the 2. And that is what that part of the piecewise functions will look like. Now, I want to work with the second half of the piecewise function by finding a number that is larger than 1, or possibly 1 itself. And I'm going to choose, I will choose 3. So we're going to use the second part of the piecewise functions of 3 minus 1 squared. That will give us 3 minus 1 inside of just 2 squared gives us 4. So that makes the point 3 comma 4. And I believe, as you know, that since we have the x or the square in this problem, we will have a parabola. We plot 3 comma 4. So this is actually going to look like a parabola, or half of the parabola. So we've graphed our piecewise function, And as you can see, there is a gap between the two piecewise functions pieces. And what some people like to do is to put a dash mark through these to show that it's kind of like a fence. And in that type of lingo, the solid dot can be said to have been sitting on the fence while the uh, not included piece, or the open circle, is not sitting on the fence. And that is how you would graph a piecewise function.